Hey, what's going on, guys? So in today's video I'm going to show you the best render settings for Sony Vegas 1080p or 720p 60fps or 30fps render settings. I'm just going to go over the render settings I use, which is 1080p and 60fps. That's not necessarily the render settings, but that's the quality and the frame rate. So what you want to do is go ahead and go to File and then New. And then when you get into the new project tab, type in the width as 9020, which is 1920, height is 1080, which is 1080, the field order is non-progressive scan, the pixel aspect ratio is 1, the output rotation is 0 degrees, the frame rate just type in 60, and the stereoscopic 3D mode is off, pixel format is 8-bit, and the full resolution rendering quality is best. Sorry if I'm going too fast, by the way. Just want to get this done quickly. The motion blur type is Gaussian, and the de-interlace method is none, and have both these unchecked, the bottom two. Go in the audio tab, and the master bus mode is stereo, and the number of stereo buses is 0. The sample rate is 192,000. The bit depth is 24, and the resample and stretch quality is best. For the best quality audio, which is all that in there because it's audio, obviously. And the last three tabs you don't need to worry about. Then you could type in a name and click the save button. You might say it's similar to a previous template or a template that's default or something, but you can always replace it anyway because it might not be exactly the same, just similar. Now I'm just going to go ahead and select OK and File and then Import media, or you can just go in the Project Media tab and then click on that button up there. And I haven't got fast recording, but I'm just going to go ahead and not drag this one in because that's, actually I know that's 0 megabytes one, so it's got nothing in it. So I'm just going to go ahead and just drag this in, but the reason I'm doing this one is because I know it's just me testing, so it's nothing too long. And then I'm just going to right click and then go to Properties and uncheck Maintain Aspect Ratio. That gets rid of black bars and stretches it so you can't see any black bars or any black. And you can see a bit down here, but I don't think the video has that. Or at least it doesn't actually. And you just want to go ahead and select Disable Resample. That basically just gets rid of any motion blur that Sony Vegas implements to your videos, into your video, sorry. And now I'm just going to go ahead and make a loop region, select the video. That basically just renders what's inside of that selection. Whoops, I was going to do a new project. I'll need to go to File and then Render As. And the loop region only works if you have that checked. And I'm just going to go ahead and uncheck this Show Favorites Only tab. And then you just want to go ahead and go in the main concept ABC/AAC. And then go down to the template Internet HD 1080p. And then Customize Template, make sure it's selected. And we'll worry about the file name in a minute. Include video, have that checked if you want the video. Whatever quality you add in the project properties, you just want to have that here. So I have HD 1080, not HDV 1080 because that's smaller, it's 4040 by 1080 pixels, not 9020 by 1080. And have this unchecked, allow source to adjust frame size. Profile, have that at high, and the frame rate type is 60. Basically what the project settings are, you just want to type in here. You're most likely using the same ones as me. It seems you're following along with this tutorial. And allow source to adjust frame rate, just have that unchecked. The field order is non-progressive scan. The pixel aspect ratio is 1. The number of reference frames is 2 and have use deblocking filter unchecked. And have variable bitrate not constant and have 2 pass unchecked. Maximum have that 24 million and the average at 12 million. Number of slices set up to 4, which is default. And in code mode, I'm just going to go ahead and go in the system tab. You might want to do this as well if you haven't already. And then click the check GPU tab, button, sorry. And then it says OpenCL is available. I'm pretty sure that if you have OpenCL or something, or CUDA, if that's how you pronounce it, I think it speeds up render times, but I'm not sure because it uses OpenCL as well as the CPU. It doesn't say out, but it does, I'm pretty sure. So have whatever you have there checked. If you just have CPU, you don't have OpenCL or CUDA, which I don't think everyone does, but I'm not sure. Just have render using CPU only. But it only uses these if it's available. If it's not, then it would just use CPU. I'm pretty sure anyway. Have enable progressive download, have that checked. and then you just want to go ahead and go in the audio tab, include audio, have that checked if you want the audio. The sample rate is 96,000, the bit rate is 512,000. By default that is, I'm pretty sure, I'm not actually sure what it was. No, it's not 48, but whatever it is, that is a lot less than this, but we want the best quality, so we just go ahead and select the highest options. Basically, that's how you can remember it. The highest, or the furthest down here in the list, is the better quality. And then the system, we went over that. Format should be grayed out unless you use a different template, which most likely didn't. And the project tab is the last thing you need to worry about, only really the first two, and the last one, system, not much. Video render quality is the only thing you change, set that to best. When I say the only thing you change, the only thing you have to change. If you change any of these, it would just change your hand, obviously, and it would probably look worse. And stereoscopic 3D mode, it says use project settings, so if you have that off, it will use off, so don't get worried that it would just mess it up. Color space, have that default, and then you just type in the name. I recommend doing it as the same as project properties, unless it is called project properties or something. But yeah, it says the format here, but you don't need to see that. And then select OK, and you can hit the yellow icon, and it will make it your favorite, and then select show favorites only, and it will come up here. For example, say you named it videos, it would have main concept / AVC / AAC. It would have videos, but I'm not going to use it. But I don't think you can delete them, which is a problem. And I should really have made that one, but I forgot. So yeah, that's really it for this tutorial. The best render settings, project properties, also not just the rendering settings, but that's the main bit as well, the project properties. So if you don't change any of those, it won't really work in the render settings. It might mess something up. So now you can render your videos in 4 HD, 1080p, or lower if you preferred that, if you chose it, and 60 FPS unless you choose lower than that. So that was it for this tutorial. Hopefully it helped you. Did, then smash that like button and subscribe for more, and leave a comment if you helped it, and if this helped you, I'll appreciate it. And smash that like button, and goodbye, and I'll see you next time.